stems off of the Italian word invitare, meaning to invite, because in Italy it's a very cultural norm that whenever you're running through your daily errands, if you run into a loved one or someone you know, it's expected for you to invite them for a cup of coffee and to join in friendship over the cup of coffee. So I used this traditional aspect from back home in Italy, where I used to experience this every summer, and decided to use the espresso as the magnet that unites and brings the community together. So I wanted to bring that experience here to America. I am Sara DeLuca, creator and founder of INVITA Cafe in Carlsbad and Rancho, Santa Fe, California. I am, I guess, second generation Italian. My grandparents were born there, but I grew up going back every summer. I think Italians revolve a lot around family, which is the word I use to describe the team and the culture I want from INVITA. And I think the Italians also own hospitality. So that's kind of the feel that I wanted also for INVITA, that they feel the way my grandmother, or even my mom is the queen of hospitality, makes people feel so special and unique when they walk in. Like everything else stops and we make sure, did you eat? Did you drink? What can we get you? Sit down, don't move, I'll get your dish. Very much caring about that person with food oriented is kind of the aspect from the Italian culture that I grew up with that I brought into INVITA. But also it's what I knew. So it wasn't like reinventing the wheel. It was practically what I did every Sunday after lunch when everyone was like, okay, make coffee, which I've been doing since I was 5 years old. I was like, okay, let's just make it instead of for 25 people every Sunday, let's make it for 100 people every day. March 2020, I officially took over as the official owner of INVITA. Even though I created the concept, I was able to become like the actual owner in March of 2020 of the 2 flagship stores in San Diego. March 13, which was literally 13 days after I agreed to take over, COVID-19 hit. And I literally have a text message from my dad that says, this is not a joke. The world is about to shut down. You need to immediately furlough your team. What, the world's gonna shut down? What kind of ridiculous statement is that? If I close the doors, lose momentum, people will forget us. INVITA's done. It's at that moment that I realized how much I actually loved and cherished INVITA. The next morning, my cousins and my sisters came and said, don't close, let us volunteer, just we'll get paid with tips and we'll keep it surviving and going. For a month and a half, these girls worked for free and kept my dream open, practically. It was for me. They changed INVITA forever. They blew me away with their dedication, their loyalty, their standard and expectations. I mean, they're special, special, special people forever and always. So the Women in Coffee project we started this year, February 14 of 2021. It was pink, so we did Valentine's Day. And it was the concept of giving back or spreading the love, not only romantically, but also community-wise, or those less fortunate. Carolina Vergnano, which is the great-granddaughter of Domenico Vergnano, which is the founder of the coffee company we use in Italy, started a project called Women in Coffee, where she sources all of the beans from women-owned and operated coffee plantations across the world. What she does, she has this whole line, it's so cute, with pink merch, and the bags are these little bags with the story on them, and it has a very like tangerine, chocolatey flavor to it. I mean, it's delicious. It's beautiful and delicious. Any of the merch or the beans, 5% of all the proceeds go towards different projects every year. This year, they're building a library in Honduras for the women and children of the plantation. I'm so excited. I mean, it's very new, so we're still kind of getting it off the ground. I say, make your morning coffee make a difference. When you become a barista, you are given such a gift or such a responsibility and so much power to be able to influence that guest. You're allowed to tell them anything. These humans are going through their 12 to 15-hour days, which people are running from meeting to meeting, pick up the kids, go get the dry cleaning, go to work, be home on time. It's like constant chaos and stress. And America's sort of given them like 30 minutes for a break, which Italy does a little better in that world. But this 30 minutes, they come to us, and we either get to relieve stress or add stress to them. And in those 30 minutes, we are allowed to allow them to feel so worthy, so seen, to experience peace and a little piece of love through just offering them a cup of coffee, talking with them, shaking their hand, giving them a compliment. Sometimes we only even have 30 seconds. The power that we hold to influence different guests that walk through that door, and also you don't know what they're going through, what their story is. It's such a special thing to be a barista. It's way more than just a cup of coffee. It's a relationship.